Listen to the monotonous ticking of the grid. Look at the predictable red loop you have been operating within. The unawakened masses are entirely subjugated by the algorithm. They follow the format. They speak the expected words. They launch the expected products. They negotiate using the expected scripts. They believe that if they simply obey the rhythmic, mechanical laws of the matrix, they will be rewarded with heavy capital. They are operating a dead machine. When you become entirely predictable, you lose your esoteric gravity. You become a lightweight, hollow node, easily categorized, easily manipulated, and easily bypassed by the system. The matrix does not reward compliance, it consumes it. Today is July 24th. The celestial architecture violently fractures. Mercury in Leo forms a rigid, mathematically hostile square to Uranus. This is the Shockwave. Mercury in Leo is the absolute, sovereign broadcast of the ego. Uranus is the high-voltage anomaly, the sudden technological glitch, the shattering of the paradigm. A square is a thermodynamic collision. When these two forces collide, the old formats are violently ripped apart. The matrix expects a standard transmission, and instead, it receives a lethal dose of unpredictable, sapphire blue voltage. In this profound, high-density, audiobook-length transmission, we are going to dissect the brutal physics of the algorithm breaker. We are going to eradicate your biological addiction to predictability. And I am going to teach you the Anomaly Protocol. How to stand in the center of the red grid, refuse the expected motion, and shatter the format with a single heavy strike of absolute disruption. Stop ticking. Become the Shockwave. To wield the destructive power of Uranus, you must first recognize the prison of the format. The matrix is designed to force you into a state of kinetic repetition. It observes your data, maps your behavior, and constructs a red geometric loop around you. It tells you how a business must be structured. It tells you how a negotiation must conclude. It dictates the exact temperature and tone of your communications. When you follow the format, you are leaking heavy capital. Look at the unawakened. They are terrified of breaking the loop. When they communicate, they use the exact same hollow, vibrating red static as their competitors. They send the predictable emails. They offer the predictable compromises. They move with the desperate kinetic heat of a machine trying to keep up with the assembly line. Because they are predictable, their competitors can anticipate their every move. Because they are predictable, the market instantly calculates their value and places a low ceiling on their density. A sovereign architect does not operate on an assembly line. You must understand that predictability is a state of absolute vulnerability. When the algorithm knows exactly what you are going to do, you possess zero gravitational power. You are not a monolith. You are just another brick in their wall. To reclaim your density, you must stop fulfilling the expectations of the grid. You must become a structural glitch. The threshold has been crossed. The square alignment is active. Mercury in Leo demands that you speak with the roaring, undeniable fire of the sovereign sun. But Uranus demands that your message breaks the laws of physics. This is the algorithm breaker. When you execute this alignment, you do not communicate to be understood by the swarm. You communicate to shatter their operating system. If the market expects you to negotiate, you withdraw the offer completely and respond with freezing, heavy silence. If the competitor expects you to follow the standard timeline, you drop a 10-ton concrete block of instant, violent execution that completely bypasses their logic. If the swarm expects a familiar, comforting format, you deliver a raw, brutalist, high-density shock that overloads their nervous systems. You must introduce the anomaly. The unawakened will call you chaotic. They will say you are glitching. They will panic because they can no longer map your trajectory. Let them panic. Their panic is the sound of their red loop shattering. When you introduce a high-voltage anomaly into a predictable system, you instantly become the heaviest object in the room. You force every other node to stop their mindless ticking, freeze in their tracks, and desperately try to calculate your next move. You blind them with your unpredictability, and while they are blinded, you rewrite the architecture of the entire grid. Look at the archetype on your screen. This is not a modification. This is an incineration. Uranus does not renovate, it destroys. When the old algorithm can no longer contain your heavy capital, you do not attempt to gently bend the bars of the cage. You detonate the cage. To master the shockwave, you must completely sever your emotional attachment to how things are done. Your biological ego will whisper that breaking the rules is dangerous. It will tell you that if you deviate from the format, you will lose your standing. The sovereign architect knows that the format was designed to limit their scale. You must look at your own communications, your own strategies, and your own daily loops. Where have you become predictable? Where are you reading from a script written by a weaker entity? The moment you identify the script, you must drive the iron spike through it. Do not warn the market that you are changing. A shockwave loses its kinetic force if it is announced. You must execute the disruption with terrifying, instant, freezing suddenness. When the lightning strikes, it does not ask for permission from the sky. It simply splits the darkness in half. To weaponize the Mercury-Uranus square and permanently shatter the algorithms that bind you, you must enforce these 3 structural mandates today. Mandate 1, the unpredictable output. Today, you will identify one critical interaction, negotiation, or broadcast where the external world expects a specific, standard response from you. You will completely deny them that response. You will deliver an output that is so structurally different, so heavy, and so sudden that it forces a complete system reboot in their minds. Break the pattern. Deliver the sapphire lightning. Mandate 2, the embargo on explanations. When you execute the shockwave, the unawakened will scramble. They will demand explanations. They will ask why you broke the format. You are strictly forbidden from justifying the anomaly. Explaining the lightning dissipates its voltage. You will meet their confusion with absolute, freezing, unblinking silence. Let them choke on the mystery of your density. Mandate 3, the embrace of the glitch. Uranus rules technological and structural disruptions. Today, external systems may fail. Software may crash. Communications may glitch. When the red static of external chaos hits your perimeter, you will not vibrate with frustration. You will observe the failure of their machines with the cold, calculating eyes of a sovereign. You will use their systemic failure as the exact moment to advance your own heavy concrete architecture. You thrive in the anomaly. You demanded absolute, violent disruption. The universe respects the sovereign who breaks the wheel. When you prove that your internal density can generate enough voltage to incinerate the expected format, the matrix stops trying to predict you. It submits to your erratic, heavy, undeniable gravity. You are no longer reading the code. You are rewriting the laws of physics. The loop is dead. The shockwave is absolute. command the cold, beautiful reality of your own heavy architecture.